بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔
شروع اللہ کے نام سے جو رحمان و رحیم ہے۔
اقرأ بسم ربک الذی خلق۔
پڑھو اے نبی اپنے رب کے نام کے ساتھ جس نے پیدا کیا۔
خلق الانسان من علق۔
جمے ہوئے خون کے ایک لوتھڑے سے انسان کی تخلیق کی۔
اقرأ وربک الاکرم۔
پڑھو اور تمہارا رب بڑا کریم ہے۔
الذی علم بالقلم۔
جس نے قلم کے ذریعے سے علم سکھایا۔
علم الانسان ما لم يعلم۔
انسان کو وہ علم دیا جسے وہ نہ جانتا تھا۔
Assalamu alaikum. We start our class with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and most merciful. This is class 4 and the period is English language teaching ELT. I'm your ELT teacher. This is our 8th video, or in this video we will review all the stuff of first semester midterm session 2020 and 21. As you know, we have completed all the video work of week number 1 to 7. So here we are here to give our review. In this video, we will review all the content of first semester midterm. First, you have to complete your copy work from the given solution from 1 to 7 date wise, and write the date as well. Then you have to make the index properly according to the given solution, date and week wise. After completing all your work, kindly submit your copy at school reception for checking and closing. It's informed you that copies are being collected, so if your work is completed, kindly submit your copy at school reception. Okay, but if your work is not complete, kindly complete your work and then submit your copy, but your work should be very neat and clean and proper date and week wise. You have to mention the date and week on on the page whenever you start the work. Like if you are starting the unit number 1, then on the page of the on that page you have to give the head as unit number 1. Then we have a oral portion as well. When you are starting the oral portion, give the head as if you are doing the conversation on the red page, write conversation there. If you are doing oral question answer, then write oral question answer there. Or after completing all your work, it is also informed you that we will also take the assessment at the end of we will also take the assessment of first semester midterm session 2020 and 21, because we have completed all the work of our written or the video teaching work. So this will be our last video. In this video we will review all the content. So let's start. What we studied or what we learned in first semester midterm class 4 session 2020 and 21. After making the title page, after completing all your work, you have to make the title page in your copy like first semester midterm has been closed. Then after the closing page, you have to write the content. So this is your content I have written on the board. So let's start the review. This is your content. We start your content with the unit number 1, noun. As you know, the book is Renan Martin. It's your book, and we learn unit number 2, unit number 1, unit number 2, unit number 3, and unit number 4 in this semester. Now let's start with the unit number 1. What is the unit number 1? And what chapters are included from the unit number 1? Well, unit number 1, noun. And in this unit, 3 chapters are included in your content. Chapter number 1, naming word. Chapter number 2, kinds of noun. And chapter number 3, number. First one is naming word. Naming word or noun both are same. Any word or any name is called a noun, or noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Like Ali, chair, eat, Ali, chair, fan, board or teacher. All the naming words are called noun. Then we have chapter number 2, kinds of noun. In this chapter we studied the kinds of noun. There are 4 kinds of noun. Number 1 is common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, and collective noun. What is the common noun? Well, common noun is a common name given in every person, place, such as common noun आपके पास वो नाम होता है जो हर common चीज़ों को आपको दिया जाता है. For example, common noun shoes, class, city, This is called common noun. After the common noun, we studied about the proper noun. Well, what is a proper noun? Proper noun is the name given to the particular or special person or thing. ऐसी चीजें जो आपको particular person को या इन चीजों को दिया जाता है वो आपके पास proper noun होता है. For example, Pakistan is a proper noun, is a particular or special name. Or you can say Sara, a name of a person, Sara, or you can say Karachi. So this is the proper noun. Then the third type of noun is abstract noun. What is the abstract noun? The noun which we can only think of are called abstract noun. ऐसे noun जिनके बारे में हम सिर्फ सोच सकते हैं but we cannot touch or feel. We only feel, we cannot touch or see, are called the abstract noun. For example, slip, सोना is a noun, but we cannot see. सोना को हम देख नहीं सकते हैं. Like joy, knowledge, KNOWLEDGE. Knowledge is also an abstract noun. We cannot touch or we cannot see this, we can only feel it. Knowledge is also an abstract noun. Then number fourth one is collective noun. A group of people, a collection of people or thing considered as one are called the collective noun. जब बहुत सारे लोग या चीज़ों को एक consider किया जाता है are called the collective noun. For example, team. In team, it's not only one person included in team. Many person are included, but they all are considered as one. Team में एक इंसान नहीं होता बल्कि बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं और वो तमाम सबकी सब consider किए जाते हैं एक. जो group of people या कोई group of a thing are called the collective noun. Like team, flock, class is a collective noun. So these are the four kinds of noun. After this we have studied chapter number 3, number. What is number? Well, a noun can be singular as well as plural is called number. या तो आपके पास there are the two kinds of noun, singular or plural, and that's called the number. For example, city or cities. Word city is a singular and cities is plural. So it state or it show the condition of noun. It is called the number, and there are two types of number. One is singular number and second one is plural number. What is singular number? Any noun standing for only one person or thing, it's called singular number. For example, ऐसा noun जो सिर्फ एक चीज को जाहिर करे, स्टैंड करे, आपके पास singular noun होता है. Like this chalk, one board, one duster. This is a singular noun. Then come to the second one, plural noun. Any noun standing for more than one person or thing is called the plural noun. जब noun आपके पास बहुत सारी एक से ज़्यादा चीज़ों को show करता है वो आपके पास plural noun कहलाता है. For example, these chalks in my hand. These chalks in my hand. It's not a one, more than one. So it's a plural noun. So this is in the unit number 1. We studied this in unit number 1. Now come to the unit number 2, pronoun. What is pronoun? Pronoun is a word that takes place of a noun, or we use pronoun instead of a noun. Pronoun आपके पास क्या होते हैं जो आपके पास noun की जगह पे use होते हैं. Those words are called pronoun, like he, she, it. Then on unit number 2, again 3 chapters are included in your content. Chapter number 8, possessive pronoun. Chapter number 9, demonstrative pronoun. Chapter number 10, interrogative pronoun. What is a possessive pronoun? Well, possessive pronoun show the indication possession to the person or thing with another person or thing. It's called possessive pronoun. जब आप किसी चीज़ की possession एक चीज़ से दूसरी चीज़ के लिए आप indicate करते हो, show करते हो, वो आपके पास possession या फिर possessive pronoun कहलाती है. Like mine, yours, ours. These shoes are mine, these chalks are mine, yours, that house is yours, or ours, that chalks are ours. The possession show, the word which show the possession or relation to another word or people, it show the possessive pronoun. It's called possessive pronoun. Then we studied about the demonstrative pronoun. What is a demonstrative pronoun? Demonstrative pronoun are used to point out the specific person or thing. For example, this or that. This or that are called the possessive pronoun. No, demonstrative pronoun, this and that. For example, this is my house, that is your book. So what is demonstrative pronoun? They point to the specific person or thing. After the chapter number 9, chapter number 10, interrogative pronoun. The word used for asking questions are called interrogative pronoun. Like what, which, who, whom are called interrogative pronoun. What are the interrogative pronoun? What, which, who are called interrogative pronoun because these pronoun are used for asking question, and the pronoun used for asking question are called interrogative pronoun. Then here we only studied 3 chapters from the unit number 2, pronoun. Then we start the unit number 3, adjective. Okay, come to the unit number 3. First, it's not adjective, it's adjective. And what is adjective? Well, describing words are called adjective, or you can say an adjective adds something to the meaning of noun. या आप ये भी कह सकते हैं कि describing words mean describing a word that describe the noun or pronoun. जो भी ऐसे words आपको noun या pronoun को describe करते हैं, आपके पास pronoun कहलाते हैं. For example, Ali is a tall boy. Ali is a tall boy. Here the Ali is a noun and the describing word of noun is a tall. कि the noun is a tall boy mean कि noun आपके पास लंबा है. So this is called adjective. Okay, and what we studied in adjective? In adjective we studied unit number 14, adjective of number, unit number 15, adjective of quality, and unit number 16, adjective of quantity. Now come to the chapter number 14, adjective of number. Well, adjective that expresses the number of person or thing are called the adjective of number. ऐसे adjective जो आपके पास number या चीज़ों, किसी भी चीज़ की या इंसान की numbers को show करते हैं, आपके पास adjective of number कहलाते हैं. For example, I have 2 pink books. I have 2 pink books. Here word 2 represent the number of book or noun. So it is called the adjective of number. Then we have adjective of quality. Adjective that tell us about what kind of person or thing is called adjective of quality. ऐसा adjective जो आपको किसी चीज़ के बारे में बताते हैं वो चीज़ आपके पास कैसी है, आपके पास adjective of quality कहलाते हैं. For example, Sarah has a sweet voice. V-O-I-C-E. Here they are telling you the quality of voice of Sarah. The Sarah's voice is very sweet. So this is the quality, and the word and the adjective that describe the quality of a person or thing are called the adjective of quality. Then we studied or we learned about the adjective of quantity. Well, adjective of quantity generally give the answer of how much. Adjective of quantity आपके पास क्या करते हैं, how much कितना है, how much water was there, और how many apples were there, कितनी चीज़ें वहाँ पर हैं, आपको उसके बारे में बताते हैं. For example, there is a little water. There is a little water in the jug. जग में आपके पास थोड़ा पानी है. The quantity, how much, they generally give the answer of question how much, कि आपके पास कितना है वो चीज़, आपके पास क्या कहलाती है, adjective of quantity कहलाती है. And they always come with the uncountable noun. You cannot count this. Like water is an uncountable noun जिसको आप count नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो adjective of quantity we use always with the uncountable noun. So this is the unit number 3. Then come forward to the unit number 4, article. What is article? Well, a and the are called article. Or why we use article? Well, article is a word that plays before a noun. What is an article? Article is a word that plays before a noun to clarify if the noun is specific or general. नाउन आर्टिकल हमें क्या करते हैं, नाउन से पहले यूज होते हैं और हमें ये बताते हैं कि जो हमारे पास नाउन है वो स्पेसिफिक है या फिर आपके पास जनरल है. दे आर टेलिंग यू द ब्रीफिंग ऑफ नाउन, गिविंग यू द कंप्लीट ब्रीफिंग ऑफ नाउन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, 3 words are called article, a and the are called article. Now there are some rules or specification where we use a, where we use a, where we use a and the. We use a where we use a. The word start, if the word start with the consonant, अगर word आपके पास consonant से start हो रहा है, we put a there. But if the word start with the vowel, if the word start with the vowel and it give the sound of consonant, we use a also there. For example, useful, useful, useful. The word useful start with the vowel u, but it doesn't give the sound of vowel, it sound the consonant useful u. It's not give the sound of alif, the vowel sound is alif, so we use a there. Okay, now come to the where we use n. We use n before the vowel. Yes, we use n before the vowel. And if the word start with the consonant, yes, if the word start with the consonant but it give the sound as vowel, we also use a and there. For example, word honest, Honest. The word honest start with the vowel with the consonant letter H, but in this word the H is silent and the word start, the pronunciation of the word start with the O. O is a vowel. So we use a and also before the, if the word start with the consonant but give the sound of vowel, we use a and there. And where we use the. And one more thing, a or n are called indefinite article. We use indefinite means not clear, but the is a definite article and it we use the before to point out the specific person or thing, and the uses of the is very various. We use the before the holy book's name, before we use the before the newspaper name, and etc. etc. I have told you all this in my previous video. So this is our unit number 4. After this unit we have our tenses as well before, because in grammar tenses are also very important. Tenses are important because they tell us how to form a sentence. Okay, when we form a sentence, tenses are very important. In this term we studied the indefinite tenses. Like there are 3 type of tenses: past, present, and present, past, and future. And all these tenses are further divided into the 4 part. Like present is also further divided into the 4 part, like present indefinite, present continuous or progressive, present perfect, or present perfect continuous. So, but we only studied the indefinite portion, means simple one. We studied present indefinite tense. What is a present indefinite tense? Well, present indefinite tense used to state an action which occurs on daily basis in regular basis in our present time. It's used for our daily habit, routine, and for general truth. And what is the structure of present indefinite tense? Present indefinite, we are talking about the present indefinite tense. The simple structure is subject plus verb की first form, then s and es plus object. This structure is only for our affirmative sentences, affirmative in positive sentences. And but remember, always we use ses with first form of verb with third person singular. We don't use ses with plural like I, we, they, you. We always use ses with third person singular, and this rule, ses rule, is applied only in affirmative tense. Okay, and no helping verb is used in this sentence like is, am, are. If you are using this helping verb, it means you are doing in an incorrect way. No helping verb is used in present indefinite affirmative tense. Then we studied about the present indefinite interrogative and negative. When we are making the interrogative and negative sentence, we use helping verb do or does. We use helping verb only in negative or interrogative sentence in present indefinite. And what is the helping verb? Do and does. Where we use do with plural noun like I, we, they, you, or we use does only with the third person singular like he, she, it, or any singular noun. Then we make the present indefinite negative sentences. What is a negative sentence? A negative statement is called negative sentences, or you can say a sentence that has a no or not in it are called the negative sentences. In negative sentences, we use helping verb do or does, and after do or does, we use word not and then put first form of verb. In interrogative and negative, SES rule is not applied because of the helping verb. We are not applying the SES rule, we are using the helping verb do or does. For example, I eat food, affirmative, I eat food, मैं खाना खाती हूँ. और in negative, मैं खाना नहीं खाती हूँ, I do not eat food. और in interrogative, मैं खाना खाती हूँ, do I eat food. In this way we studied this. Then we had studied past indefinite tense. Well, what is a past indefinite tense? Yes, past indefinite tense are used to state an action that is already happened. Yes, ऐसा एक्शन जो आपके पास हो चुका है वो हम पास्ट इंडेफिनिट पे मेंशन करते हैं. एंड वी अप्लाई दिस टेंस into the three type of sentences: affirmative, interrogative and negative. And always remember, when we are making the affirmative of past indefinite, we use subject plus verb, second form of verb. This rule is only for affirmative. When we are making the past indefinite tense, we use second form of verb. And as I told you, there are total 12 tenses, and only past indefinite affirmative is a sentence in which we use second form of verb. Second form of verb सिर्फ आपके पास past indefinite affirmative में use होती है और कहीं use नहीं होती है. And what is the example? Like मैंने खाना खाया था. पास्ट मीन द टाइम विच हैड गॉन, जो आपके पास जा चुका है और जिसमें आप एक्शन कर चुके हैं. मैंने खाना खाया था, आई एट फूड. मैं स्कूल गई थी, आई वेंट टू द स्कूल. देन वी मेक द नेगेटिव एंड इंटरोगेटिव. रिमेंबर, व्हेन वी मेक इंटरोगेटिव एंड नेगेटिव ऑफ पास्ट इंडेफिनिट, वी यूज्ड helping verb did. We use did in negative plus negative and interrogative sentence. When we are making the interrogative and negative sentence of past, we use the helping verb did. And when we are using the helping verb did, we use first form of verb, because did is also a second form of verb. So we don't use second form. When we are using did, we use first form of verb. For example, क्या मैंने खाना खाया था? Did I eat food? मैंने खाना नहीं खाया था. I did not eat food. When we are making the negative sentence, we use not there. Or in interrogative sentence, the interrogative sentence always start with the helping verb. And what is the identification of past, did and second form? Now come forward to our next topic is future indefinite tense. After this we studied about the future indefinite tense. What is the future indefinite tense? Well, future indefinite tense we use to make a plan or to do or make decision to do something. जो भी चीज़ आप कल करने वाले हो आपके पास फ्यूचर इंडेफिनिट टेंस कराता है. लाइक आई विल गो टू द मार्केट, मैं मार्केट जाऊंगी. आई विल विजिट टू द डॉक्टर, मैं डॉक्टर के पास विजिट करने जाऊंगी. आई विल गो टू द स्कूल, मैं स्कूल जाऊंगी. आई विल ईट फूड, मैं खाना खाऊंगी. आई विल प्ले, मैं खेलूंगी. इन दिस टाइप ऑफ सेंटेंसेस आर कॉल्ड द फ्यूचर इंडेफिनिट टेंस. इन फ्यूचर इंडेफिनिट टेंस द हेल्पिंग वर्ब will. Will is used as a helping verb, and with the will we use first form of verb. Yes, this will plus first form of verb is for three of sentences. For affirmative even we use will. In negative we will use will. In interrogative we use will, and with the will we use first form of verb. For example, मैं कल स्कूल जाऊंगी. I will go to the school. میں کل اسکول نہیں جاؤں گی. I will not go to school. کیا میں کل اسکول جاؤں گی. Will I go to the school. In this way you will make the sentences. So this is our grammar portion. As you know, our subject is divided into the two portion. Number one is oral. The first one is grammar practice. We are ELT. In ELT we are learning the rules and regulation of English language. So we have divided the week into the two parts. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we studied the grammar portion, grammar of English grammar. On Thursday and Friday we practice whatever we've done in our grammar portion, because practice or learning or speaking is also very important. Learning it's not enough. If speaking is also very necessary. So this is your grammar portion. As you know, our paper is also consist on the two part. ہمارا پیپر بھی آپ کے پاس ٹو پارٹ پہ کنسسٹ کرتا ہے. ون از فار اورل اینڈ ون از فار گرامر پورشن. دس از our grammar portion and this will come as a written work. This will come as a written work in the assessment. So you have to prepare for the assessment as well, because we are completing our semester, our midterm. After completing the midterm, we will take the assessment as well. So this is our grammar portion. For our assessment, you have to practice and memorize all the definition, example, and practicing all the book exercises that mentioned in your content for your assessment, because assessment will also be taken. Okay, this is our grammar portion content. Now come to the language portion content. Okay. Yes, as you all know very well, our subject is divided into the two parts. One is for grammar and the second one is for your learning or for your language building. So you have to make the two content. First content is for your grammar portion. I have already written on the board like that. You have to written on your copy. After this, make the second one for the English language. What we studied or English language. Why we studied or why we have a portion, because as you know, learning, it's only learning when you are learning the language. It's not learning, it's not enough. It's also necessary to build or to give you the confidence to speak. That's why we divided our subject into the two part. One is for grammar learning and one for our speaking, so we can be able to speak English in a fluently way, and we feel no hesitation while we are speaking English. That's why we are focusing on this. We have divided our subject into the two part. One is for learning and one is for grammar portion. In grammar portion, we have studied 4 units with the different chapter. Now come to our second portion, English language. In English language, we have conversation, talk and pair, presentation, listening, and oral question answer. What is our conversation? Conversation, you can say a small talk, or conversation you can, when you are talking with someone, when you converse with someone, is your conversation. So we also have a conversation in our subject, so that you can speak English with your friend, how to speak English. We have two conversations in this semester. Number one is for your self-introduction, and number two is for your free activities. How to done this conversation, I have already shown you in our previous video. You have a partner. You need a partner. You are not in the school today right now, so you are here at your home. So you will practice that conversation with anyone, from your sibling, from your parents, from your friend, even with your cousin. How do you conversate? You can take our previous video. You can watch our previous video to see how to converse. Now, after the conversation, we have a talking pair again. Talking pair is also a small conversation type of material. In this, you have to need a partner to converse with them. And in our talking pair, we have a talking pair topic about accident, and about the memories. You will practice this material with anyone from your family, because conversation and talking pair always need a partner. Without a partner, you cannot practice it. And what is the purpose of these two things in our course? To speak English with anyone fluently. Okay, now After the conversation and talking pair, we have a presentation. We have two presentation on topics Eid al-Adha and topic rainy season. Well, while we have presentation in it, well, presentation firstly improve your knowledge, increase your knowledge about a particular topic. On whatever topic you are preparing a conversation, you are preparing a presentation, so obviously you have gained the knowledge of that particular topic, or you can give the presentation in front of everyone. So in crowd, you will by the presentation you give the confidence, you give or gain the confidence to speak English even in the crowd. It could be any presentation, could be in any language, but in this we are learning here, we are learning the English language, so we are focusing on the presentation on English. Okay, we have two presentation. One is Eid al-Adha and number two is the rainy season. You have to practice the conversation. You can stand in front of the mirror and then say whatever you memorize about that particular topic, Eid al-Adha and rainy season. It's not specific to speak, to say whatever I have given to you in this solution. You can use or you can make your own sentences for your presentation. It's mean if you are adding your own sentences in presentation, it's mean you are learning that topic, you are taking the interest, and you are gaining the information of that particular topic. Now we have a listening. Listening is also a very important part. Well, why we include listening in our codes? Well, listening is very important and it improves our listening power. Hearing and listening both are different. Hearing, we hear so many things, but when we listen means pay attention. When we listen anything, it increase our knowledge, and that thing is stored in our mind. If we listen carefully anyone, so it's mean we are gaining the knowledge of power, and by the listening power we'll be able to do thing more betterly. Then we have a oral question answer, like an interview. It's also very important to oral question answer is a like interview, like who are you, where are you from, what are you doing, which class are you read in. So these are the general question answer that everyone asks when you are go out from your, even in your family, or when you go out when you go out anywhere. So generally people are ask you about you. So oral question answer is like an interview. People are knowing about you, want to know about you. So we include this in our codes. For example, who are you? Aap kaun hai? So like I'm a teacher, or for who are you means aap kaun hai, so you have to tell your name there, and where are you from, aap kahan se belong karte, I'm from Karachi. So these are the very basic question everyone asks you when you go out, not even when you go out anywhere in the world. So it is also very important to learn. So this is our content of English language portion. So as you know, now come to the assessment. As you know, we are completing, and this is our last video, and in this video we have reviewed all the content of first semester midterm session 2020 and 21. First, you have to complete all your work according to the date wise and week wise. After completing your work, you have to make the index, you have to make the title page, and you have to make the content. After completing all this work, you have to submit your copy at school reception, because copies are being collected for stamping and closing, for checking the stamping and closing. So kindly submit your copy to school reception. If your work is not completed, kindly complete your work according to the given solution 1 to 7, and take the help from and you can take the help from our video, and then do the work, and you do the work, and after completing your work, submit the copy. We are collecting the copy as well. Now come to the assessment. As I told you, we will also take the assessment of first semester midterm. Whatever we have told, whatever we have taught you, we will take our assessment as well. Our assessment is also consists on the two parts. One is for oral part and one is for written part. Yes, our assessment will be consist on two part, oral part. Yes, assessment of midterm, and the marks will be 30 marks assessment will also be taken. Okay, now as you know, our subject is divided into the two part, language and for grammar. So we will take the assessment on language or in our language and in our grammar portion too. So our assessment consists of the two parts. Number one is for grammar portion. Whatever I've taught you or given to you the solution, you have to practice it. It will be the written task. First one is written and then oral. In this two pattern, your assessment will be taken. Oral portion marks will be 10 and the written marks 20. In this written part and oral part, we will take assessment into two this way. Come to the oral part. In oral part, MCQs are compulsory. MCQs are compulsory. You have to attempt first MCQs. But in how will we MCQs? Like MCQs can come like MCQs like we use dash in past tense. Which word or which helping verb we use in past tense? Number one is do, did, or will. In this way, MCQs will be taken. MCQs, the question number one is MCQs, and almost 10 MCQs will be given to you. You have to choose a one answer from the given option and write the blank. For example, number one is we use dash in past tense. What we use in past tense? Do, did, or will. Choose the correct answer. Did. In this way, MCQs will be given to you. For example, more MCQs like knowledge. Knowledge is dashed noun. What? In which kind of noun knowledge will be come? Common, abstract, EBST, abstract or proper. Knowledge is the dash noun. Knowledge is the dash noun, common noun, abstract noun, or proper noun. Knowledge is the abstract noun. This is how the MCQs will be given to you. After the MCQs, we have in our written part, first is MCQs. Almost they carries our 5 marks. 5. After the MCQs, we studied different unit like noun, pronoun, adjective and article. So any definition will given to you or any exercise will given to you to pick out that one person or write about that thing. So in this portion, after the MCQs, we have the short question answer carrying a mark 10. And then in our oral portion we did listening. Listening will come in our written part. Yes, listening is also included there. Then we have listening. Listening will be taken when we are taking the oral, when we are giving the written portion, we will take the listening as well. Any kind of listening will given to you. Teacher listening material will given to you and the teacher read the transcript, listening transcript. You have to choose the answer and after hearing the listening transcript. Listening is also included in our written part and it will come marks 5. So like I said, our paper is consists of 2 parts. One is for written and one is for oral. The written part carries 20 marks. So 5, 10, 5. Their total 20. Then after this, a written oral paper will also be taken to you. In that oral question, first you have we have a conversation. Talk and pair, conversation and talk and pair, and they both carry total 5 marks. 2.5 and 2.5 total 5 marks. Okay, so in this conversation and talk and pair you need a pair. So you will do this conversation and talk and pair in your class in front of your teacher, in front of everyone, in front of every student perform your conversation and talk in pair with your partner in our class. Then we have oral question answer and then presentation. Yes, these two carry 5 marks, 2.5 and 2.5, total 5 to 10, 20, 30, assessment marks 30. Some question answers, maybe 5 to 6 questions are given to you. I will read the question for you and you have to give that answer with confidence. Okay, so then our presentation topic, you have to present a presentation in front of everyone and it makes a marks. How you are presenting the conversation, it's also carrying a matter, like you are better, good, or you are hesitant. In this way we will marking. So this is our assessment pattern. In this pattern we will also take the assessment. I hope you have got everything. This is our last video. In this video we have reviewed all the content of first semester midterm session 2020 and 21. And I am telling you again, if your work is completed, kindly submit your copy at the school reception, because copies are being collected, and after completing and after this we will take the assessment as well, and the assessment will be consist on the two part. One is for the written part and the second one is for our oral part. In the written part, MCQs, short question answer, question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so in this way we will take the assessment as well. So you have to be prepared for the assessment. Parents are requested to kindly prepare your child for assessment because we will take the assessment as well. So that's it for today's class, and this is our last video. Yes, this is our last video of session 2020 and 21 first semester midterm. In this video we have reviewed all the content of first semester and discussed the assessment pattern, because we will take the assessment. So last thing is submit your copy with proper work, date and week wise. So that's it for today's class. I hope you have got everything. If you have any problem, watch this video again and again so your problem can be resolved. Okay, so this is our last class. Take care. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz.